Why is it important to say words of Torah by heart when walking in the street? There's two reasons. Number one, me. Number two, the street. And we'll do it backwards. When the previous Rebbe came to America, he described the air in America being very suffocating. You have to remember, Jews had lived in the old world, in the Mediterranean world, in the Eurasian continent, Europe, Africa, Asia, for thousands of years. Over that time, millions and millions of mitzvahs and untold numbers of Eisiyas HaTorah were spoken. Pardon me. The new world had no Torah mitzvahs. So the world had never experienced Kedusha. And the Frierdiker Rebbe said, in order to be able to ultimately make America into a Mokum Torah, it needs some Kedusha. And he therefore made a very, very strong early campaign that all people who would listen to him should walk in the streets, sit on the bus, drive in the subway, stand in their shop, and say Mishnayos Baal Peh, Eisiyas HaTorah, letters of Torah. And his purpose was to bring holiness to the environment. He himself participated. He joined the Chavra Chalukas Mishnayos that they did every year for the first few years that the previous Rebbe was in America. On Erev Rosh Chodesh Sivan, they would make a chalukah, and everybody would get 2 or 3 Mishnayos. The Frierdiker Rebbe has a letter where he's asking what his Mishnahs were, and he would also say them. So that's one idea. And of course the other idea is that a person's mind is never supposed to be empty. So besides for the fact that there's a chiyuv of Talmud Torah all the time, there's also the idea that you don't want your mind to wander. So by speaking Eisiyas HaTorah, speaking words of Torah, we're focusing on something holy, and we're bringing holiness to ourselves, we're bringing focus to ourselves. And it's the idea that says in Chassidus that even having thoughts of Torah in my mind, even if I'm not saying them, this is in Likutei Torah in Parshas Kedoshim, the fact that a Jew may have Torah in his memory creates the mitzvah of Hadarta Pnei Zaken. You have to honor a Talmud Chacham even if he's doing something else because of the Torah which is in his mind. How much more so is this true when the Torah is actually coming out of his mouth? And we were always trained from our youth that we should get used to memorizing Tanya and Mishnayos by heart and saying it as you walk in the streets for both of these reasons. And first of all, it's a great way to make you remember what you learn, and it's also very effective in keep oneself focused on things that are holy.